it's football. So, guys are going to, go back and forth. I think really, it was about three possessions there, well, at least 21 points, 24 points that those guys scored. They all came after penalties, right? Like third down penalties, first down penalties, us giving those guys another chance to extend their downs. And, I mean, anytime you do that against any good football team or any good quarterback, they're going to make you pay for it. So, we had the one interception that got called back. That's the way the game go. Like I said, man, you got to take the winning and then you got to take the losses as well, and you got to try your best to learn from them all.
Well, guys, pretty shocking what happened to Patrick Mahomes and that offense. I mean, you're talking about a lot of career lows tonight, not only in points, but it's his first time in 54 starts that his team lost by more than one score. Now, we touched on it a little bit earlier, but, man, when this Chiefs offense is humming, you just watch it, and it's like music is playing in the background, right? They're so fluid. Today it was like a teenager learning how to drive stick for the first time. They couldn't get it out of neutral almost, Irv. What happened?
And it looked bad. It looked very chaotic after a while, you know what I mean? Because he was just – and Patrick Mahomes doing everything he can to try to get the ball off. But the pressure, so much pressure on him. He was not able to sit in that pocket. They did a great job of covering up Tyreek Hill and saying if you're going to go down the field, you're going to walk the ball down the field, which gives our defensive line more opportunities against your offensive line. We've never seen the Kansas City Chiefs look like they look tonight. But I've seen this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team play like this. They played like this when they beat the Green Bay Packers. They came right back and showed you what they had in them tonight.
Tyrann Mathieu, he made a big statement there, and he was talking about the penalties that gave up points. And the Chiefs had 95 yards of penalties in the first half, all right? Couldn't get off the field. They had a penalty on a field goal, gave them a first down. And you know what? They got behind. That 95 yards is the most any team had in a half the whole season, all right? So now they're behind. And when Patrick Mahomes is playing from behind with three new, Andy Reid's not going to make any excuses, but I'll just say three new offensive linemen as starters, that's very, very difficult to throw the ball.
But Tom Mathieu, one thing Tom Mathieu, when he says it like that, is he says it like the penalties hurt them. No, those were physical penalties. That means it was in the act of the guys beating you. That's why those were penalties. You were trying to stop the easy touchdown. So that you lost that game.
Well, the Bucs had tremendous balance on the offensive side of the football. Everybody wants to talk about Tom Brady, but how about that ground game? They put up 146 total yards, and right now we are joined by Leonard Fournette, who led the team with 89 yards on the ground. A lot of people call him Playoff Lenny. All right, so, Leonard, congratulations. Let's roll it back. September 1st, you were unemployed. Now on February 7th, you're a Super Bowl champion. How did you get here?
Oh, man, nothing but God. First and foremost, Tom and Devin White reached out to me, wanted me to come join the team and the organization, and it was history from there.
Leonard, this is Michael Irvin, man.
What's up, Mike?
Congratulations, bro. Listen, man, Leonard, you ran with a little extra gas in your tank tonight. When I saw a dude in front of you, I said, oh, my God. When you hit that dude, I jumped up in the green room. I said, oh, my God. They definitely going to win this game, man. Talk to me about the energy you had in this game, knowing that you were going to have to run this football to help this team win tonight.
Most definitely. Tom was preaching. They was 31st in the lead when yards after contact, and I'm a firm believer when you keep hitting in the mouth throughout the game, they're not going to want to tackle anymore, and that's exactly what happened.
Leonard Fournette, Steve Mariucci here.
What's up, Coach?
And you have come a long way since that high school Under Armour football game that we were together.
Yes, sir.
And you won the game for us on a wheel route for a touchdown, man. And I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate that.
Yes, and been watching your career with interest. And, yes, coming from Jacksonville, all right? And I know that was maybe a setback for you to land here. Talk about timing is everything. But the way you finished this season, it wasn't just here and there. there. You carried this football team in some ways through the playoffs and averaged about 110 scrimmage yards every single game. You became the bell cow with the GOAT at quarterback. And you know, how do you like taking that responsibility when you have such a great quarterback in front of you?
Yeah, when the playoffs started, you know, when Rojo, the first game when he didn't play, I told Tom, I told Coach Byron, I told Coach BA, you know, this is what I'm here for. You know, I'm ready for big moments. I've always played in big games. And like I say, it was a struggle for me at first. You know, me being cut would still bother me. It was still the back of my head some days when I was practicing and stuff. But God doesn't make any mistakes, and I just kept my faith.
Leonard, talk about that offensive line you had out in front of you, man. We were just talking to one of your big boys, man. Just tell me about getting to know that offensive line.
Listen, we're going to start off with our center, Ryan. He don't play at all. He don't play no games, you know. And I think he's the cowbell of the offensive line, and it starts with him. When you see him going out there throwing his ball on the line for guys like me, the quarterback, the wide receivers, to get an extra play, extra yard, it only motivates me as a runner is to go harder. So, man, those guys deserve it all throughout this whole season.
So, Leonard, of course, you know that everything lives forever on social media. I'm going to bring up a tweet from 2014 that you posted back in the day. Can't wait till I play in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you remember putting that out and hitting send?
Nah. Actually, when they brought it back up when we made it to the Super Bowl, I forgot all about it. But it's crazy how you manifest things in your life and it comes to pass. You know, you got to stay focused and stay the road.
Well, Leonard, congratulations. You are a Super Bowl champion. Let that wash over you for a little while and go hang out with your teammates, your family, and your friends. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. All right, Coach. All right, Mike. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Congratulations, Leonard.
All right, Leonard.
All right, so there you go. Leonard Fournette, part of the new Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look at all these guys. We know that Brady signed in the offseason. Then Gronk came out of retirement. Antonio Brown.
Showed up today.
Yeah, he joined the team, scored a touchdown today. Leonard Fournette. Suck up. He wasn't even, with the team last year. All 31 points scored by guys who were not with the Tampa Bay